A random variable is a variable whose possible values are numerical outcomes of a random phenomenon. So to understand this, so there are two terms you can see. So these are numerical outcomes and random phenomena. So these two things define what is a random variable. These are the basic characteristics that the variable should follow. It should be numerical in nature and it should come from a random phenomena. Okay, so let's take examples of this. Okay, so in the left side I have a dice. So when you roll a dice, it's a random phenomena because you don't know what will be the outcome of this experiment, right? So again on the left on the right hand side I have tossing a coin. So this is also a random phenomena, as in you will get heads or tails, and you don't know deterministically what you will get as the outcome, right? So let's say I say what is the outcome that comes when we toss a coin is head or tails. So can I say that the variable which denotes the outcome of this experiment is a random variable? No, because it's not a numerical outcome. So let's say the sample space for this experiment would be head comma tail, right? So uh, if I define a variable x1, which is outcome of coin toss, so this is x1 a random variable. So x1 can take values of h and t, right? H, h1 can take values of h and t. So in this case, this is not numerical, and hence x1 is not a random variable, right? So x1 is not a random variable. So how can we define a random variable for this experiment? So we can write x as a number of heads that we get while tossing a coin. Okay. So what is the number of heads when you toss a coin? What can the values, what can be the values of x in this case? So it can be either 0 or 1, right? So 0 denotes the case wherein you have got a tail. So the number of heads is 0. And in case you have got a head, then its number of heads is 1. So now this x is a random variable. Okay. So this is the basic difference you have to keep in mind. Again, in this case, what is the outcome when we toss a die? So x can take any values of any values, that is 1, 2, so on till 6. So in this case, if I define x as the number which comes when we roll a dice, then x is a random variable because it has numerical values. Okay. So let's see what are the types of random variables. So we have two types of random variables. One is discrete, another one is continuous. So discrete random variables are countable. Okay, they countable as in, uh, for example, these two experiments which I described, these are discrete random variables because the outcomes are finite and they are discrete in nature. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so these are discrete values, right? But if we take the case of continuous random variables, it is uncountable. That is, it comes in continuous intervals. So for example, let's say uh, take the I define x as the height of a randomly chosen student in this class. In that case, theoretically, the height can be any value between 0 and infinity, right? So in that case, you'll define an interval that in which your variable x will lie. You cannot say that it will be only the values will be only 55 inches, 56, 57, and so on. So this is the case of a continuous random variable, right? So there are some properties of uh, each one of them. We will discuss these in detail. So the common distributions of discrete types are Bernoulli, binomial, and Poisson. Similarly, the common distributions in continuous are uniform, normal, and exponential. We'll discuss about this towards the end. Okay. So before that, let's discuss what is a probability mass function.